Hey friends, welcome back to Just Writes a Book. I'm Jess. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. My channel in a little bit. I don't think I've done one since I've been to switch over to AuthorTube, but this is something that is going to be tying into a video that I'm going to do later on in the month of December for Vlogmas, and that's going to help me get set up for a productive 2025 and to reach all of my writing goals in the new year. So I thought that it would be appropriate for me to share it here with you guys. If you've been around for a while, you may have heard me mention that I have ADHD. So it is very hard for me to get a lot of things done. Sometimes I have like decision fatigue or like executive decision. I forget there's a word for executive decision something. And it's hard for me to get things done. I have a planner that I use all the time, and that works pretty well for me, but some things habit-wise can be hard for me, like normal everyday tasks that aren't my hobbies can be hard for me. If it's not something that I'm interested in, if it's not writing or reading or, you know, movies or fun things, you know, like that, things that are hobbies, it's hard for me to do it. Things like keeping my house clean and, you know, self-care and things like that are sometimes hard. So I wanted to find something that would help me be better about those things in the new year. You know, it's the end of the year. We always go into this time of year being reflective and thinking about the past and thinking about the past year and things that we want to change and our New Year's resolutions and all those things. So this is something that I think is going to work really well, like I said, going into the new year and helping me to establish those habits and those good routines. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. I'll show you guys what it is and I will explain and we'll do like a flip through of it. If you hear barking in the background, I apologize about that. My dogs are outside and the puppy likes to run back and forth barking. You might be able to see him over here in the corner running back and forth. So this is something that I discovered on TikTok. Actually, I don't think I can open it on this side. I'm trying to hide my address. Let me just open it this way really quick. Now I'm going to pull it out of the box and then I will come back. Okay, so this is what it is. This is called the Anti-Planner, How to Get Shit Done When You Don't Feel Like It. So, one, let me say I'm not anti-planner at all. I'm very decidedly pro-planner. But like I said, my planners only get me so far and only help with certain things. So I saw this pop up on TikTok by the creator. You can see Danny Donovan is the person who created this. And this is, I want to say specifically or made in for people with ADHD in mind. I don't know that it's only for people with ADHD, but a lot of the creators that I have seen sharing it on TikTok have been people with ADHD. So like I said, I saw this on TikTok. I saw it like a couple of weeks ago actually and kept seeing it pop up. And I was holding off, I was waiting. It is a little bit on the expensive side, but I absolutely understand why. Danny designed this entire thing. All of the graphics and drawings are hand-drawn and hand-created. She did like mock-up versions of this and self-published the entire thing. She put a ton of work into this, so I absolutely understand why it is so much that it is, and I wasn't complaining about that. I just had to wait until time when I had that extra money to do it. So I did it. It's Black Friday time, so I was able to get it for a little bit less than what it originally, you know, normally costs, which I really appreciate Danny for even doing that because she's probably not making very much. But yeah, so I am really excited about this. I've been looking forward to it to come. Also, it came super quick. I think I ordered it maybe on Sunday maybe, and today is Wednesday, so it came within a few days. All the other things I've bought off of TikTok Shop have taken like a week or 2 weeks to get to me. This came super quick, and this is a one person, I think it's just her, not 100% sure, but oh, it's a small business. Like I said, she created the whole thing, so the fact that she got it out so quickly is awesome. There is a like dupe fake version on Amazon, but I have seen people do videos of that as well, and you can tell the difference. The quality is not nearly as good as the quality of this. You can tell, you can hear it. It is hard like cover. She shows in her videos, I will link her TikTok down below. She shows in her videos that the the paper quality and that there's no bleed through and just how much went into this. And the videos I've seen of the one on Amazon, the quality is just night and day. It is horrible. So if you're going to get one, pay the money, you know, support a small business and get the actual thing, because I think you will regret it if you get the other one. So I have seen some of what is in here, but I have not seen everything. So I'm excited to go through this with you guys and see exactly what is in here. So if I remember correctly, Danny made this specifically for basically what I needed for those activities that you don't want to do. Things like cleaning and, you know, cooking dinner or whatever it is. So this says 165 activities, strategies, comics, and games for the consistently inconsistent. So I think it kind of gamifies things, which I love, because that's something that Sarah Cannon at Heartbreathings does also. She calls it her game board strategy. She likes to gamify things and make things a challenge or make it a game, make it fun so that you will do the things that you don't necessarily want to do. And this seems like to be kind of along the same lines. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's see. Is this? Yeah. So this is this little, so it says back here, I guess I should have showed you guys that. It says back here, the Anti-Planner is an activity book specifically designed to help procrastinators, which I am a huge procrastinator. Try unique, entertaining ways of completing tasks, untangle emotions that make it hard to get shit done, smash through productivity roadblocks, learn to light a fire under your butt, make boring tasks suck less, 125 strategies for when you feel stuck, overwhelmed, unmotivated, disorganized, or discouraged. So she calls this the anti-boring project, which I love. And then I think this little cartoon guy is like consistent throughout the book. And I believe she drew, I know she drew this little guy and came up with him and designed him all on her own. So we're going to go ahead and open this up now. And I love that it's spiral bound. I love spiral bound things because it just makes it easier to open it up and lay it flat and everything. I love the cover, all of the different like game elements. I'm a huge game person. I love gaming, board games, all the things. So this fits me perfectly. And again, it is very sturdy. It is like a faux leather cover, but I'm sure the inside is probably cardboard or something, but it is very sturdy. Love the blue color. And here you can kind of see here, you have the different tabs, and I believe these correlate to what I said on the back. So when you're stuck, when you're overwhelmed, when you're unmotivated, disorganized, discouraged, and I think there's one more, and extras. So I love the different tabs and dividers. I love that it's nice and colorful. Just a little introduction. I love this. Let me start this off by saying one thing. Your worth is not measured in productivity. I love that because that is something that I forget pretty often. And then you get right into the little characters. So the little guy is talking about how to take care of things like organizing your closet, sending invoices, answering emails, file taxes, empty the dishwasher, buy cat food. See, things like sending invoices and answering emails, I work as a virtual assistant. I do that stuff all the time. That stuff is easy for me. Organizing a closet, emptying the dishwasher, buying cat food, that is the stuff that I procrastinate, and that is hard for me. So if this can help me get those things done, then I will owe Danny much more than the, I think it was like $46 that I paid for this. I love that this is also very kind of adult. There is some adult language in here, so this may not necessarily be for a kid. It says it's easy to see the things to do or see the thing as a pain in the ass or a buzzkill standing between you and all the fun you could be having. You might be too intimidated to face it, too bored to care about it, or too exhausted to deal with it. That is honestly usually me. Usually by the end of the day, I'm too exhausted to care about anything else. Existing fears and insecurities make the thing seem bigger and scarier than it really is. That happens a lot with my writing. The imposter syndrome hits hard. With YouTube, even imposter syndrome hits hard, and I let those thoughts kind of take over. The thing is not your enemy. It's a neutral task, just trying to get itself done. The journey doesn't have to suck. You can turn boring stuff into games, find some company to join you, and celebrate small victories along the way. So you might as well enjoy the trip, hashtag to done. I love that. It's not hashtag to do, it's hashtag to done because you are actually completing things. I actually really love that. And then we go into the forward. So I'm not going to go page by page through this, but I will kind of show you guys the gist of what we have in here. So Anti-Planner 101, basically what the book is and how to use it. I love, again, adult language, not meant for kids. I love that she says you are not fucking lazy. I love that because my whole life I've been told that I am lazy. And it turns out that I am not. I just have a hard time deciding what to do and following through on it. Because I have ADHD. Self-defeating bullshit. Love it. Recommend using a pencil. Let's kick some ass. I love that. How to use the planner. And then a list of chapters or breakdown of the chapters or the different tabs, I guess. Extras. And then, so here's I'm feeling stuck, which happens often. Again, I have a hard time making decisions. So how are you feeling? Talking about why you might be stuck, what being stuck looks like, why it's difficult getting started, which is my problem. Why can't I just do the thing? That is something that I ask myself all the time. Why can't I know so many people who say I'm gonna do this thing and then just do it and follow through with it. I know it may not necessarily be this, but like I have a coworker who said, I'm going to start eating healthy and I'm going to lose weight. And she just did it. She made the decision, and literally from that moment on, she started eating better. She stopped eating out with us all the time, started working out and walking on her lunch, and did it and lost the weight. No like backpedaling, no, cheat days or, going back and forth, whatever. She made the decision and she did it. And I am so in all of that because that is definitely not me. So there's different contents here for this specific section. You might also like different, so there's different tasks and different ways to do things. I see Pomodoro timers on here, which is something that I use all the time. So there's different challenges. There is a music challenge. So basically you can pick a song, pick an album, or pick a playlist, start the music, and get to work. So whatever it is that you need to do, if you have a task to do that is only going to take, 10, 15 minutes, put an album on, put a couple of songs on that are only going to take a few minutes, and use that as your guide and your timer to get it done. There's the 5-second rule, fast forward visualization, identity roadblocks. And again, these are all hand-drawn, pictures and little graphics and stuff. Procrastination hit list. I definitely need that because I procrastinate so much. Body doubling. That is something that I do all the time. I literally just did this today. Thank you, Renee, for joining me in my little room on my Life at website, because body doubling is a huge one for me. Verbal processing. Start with fun. This is hilarious. Productive poops. What can you accomplish while on the can? That is hilarious. Heads or tail. Using a coin to decide, I guess, kind of what you're going to do. I love this because I love randomizing things. I will take my to-do list, count how many tasks are on it, and then use a random number generator to decide what order I'm going to go in. Or so that I can bounce around between tasks. For some reason, the idea of going from the top of the list to the bottom and just checking things off is so boring to me and is not motivating. But if I can jump around and feel like I'm accomplishing different things, then that makes it fun and that helps me get through it. So I love this idea. Can't start, won't start. I love that. So then we get to the indecisive area. How to make decisions faster. I love that. So here's a dice roll. You can use dice to decide what you're going to do. Basically the same thing as the random number generator, just with dice. A random, how to make a paper football. So you make several paper footballs with your task written on it, and whichever one makes it the furthest, that's the one you do. That is hilarious. I love that. a coin spin, fortune teller. I mean, who didn't make these in middle school, you know, or elementary school? This is a super fun way to do it. A pros and cons list. That is something that I do fairly often. So I'm going to kind of skip through these because otherwise this video will be for forever. But perfectionistic, like tendencies, speed run. So that's kind of like a power hour maybe. Setting realistic expectations. How to half-ass it. I love that. This goes against like perfectionism and just like if you have maybe like OCD tendencies, this I feel like would be really good for that. I am the master of like half-assing things. I don't need things to be perfect. I am not that kind of person at all. My husband is, so we balance each other out pretty well. I am definitely the kind of like, if it's good enough, it's good enough kind of person. There are some things that I am that way about, but for the most part, I am definitely a like good enough kind of person. Inbox sprint, that will be helpful for both work and you know, my VA job. Will also be helpful because I never check my emails, like my personal email. I'm very good about checking my work emails and my emails for my VA job, but my own personal email address, my inbox, I have like 3 different email addresses and they all have like tens of thousands of emails in them because I never check my emails. So this would probably help me go through and clear all those out. A timer challenge, I do that fairly often. When you're distracted, ideal working conditions, that's definitely one that I need. Time wasters, that is a huge one. An ideal parking lot, I love that. I love these little designs. Stop getting distracted by screens, that, hallelujah and amen. That is a huge one for me. So I definitely need that. Saying, but I need my phone, that is absolutely me. Distractions list, a focus mixtape, I love that. Now when you're feeling overwhelmed, which she has on here, TLDR, I freaking love that. We used to say that at work all the time, which it means too long, didn't read. Love that. How are you feeling? Talks about being overwhelmed. So each little tab has the same kind of setup, contents, things you might like. How to break down tasks, which I feel like kind of goes hand in hand with HB90, Sarah's like organization program, which is awesome because I'm going to be following that again in 2025. So again, task breakdown, batching, time batching is something that I have done before. An intimidation reframing, love that. Commitment list, set realistic expectations, feeling panicked, meditation for newbies, that is something that I've been saying I was going to try and I've never done. There's like little coloring pages too, I love that. Love that. Body scan, a grounding countdown, anxiety, love that. Signs of burnout, that's a huge one. Give yourself a damn break, I love that. Staying afloat, how to ask for help, recharging your batteries, a self-care checklist. Honestly, I'm already in love with this and I haven't even started using it yet. When you're feeling unmotivated, a suit up card game, a create your own ritual, switching it up, procrastination blackjack, that is definitely for me. Bingo, avoidance bingo, I love that. I love that she has contact on here because that is a huge one for me. I love my family, I love my grandparents, I love my siblings, but I am horrible at keeping in contact with people. I don't like talking on the phone. You know, someone will text me and I completely forget about it and I answer them 3 months later. I am horrible at that. So I love that she has that on there. An avoidance log, creating accountability when you're disinterested, DIY productivity strategies, worst tasks ever, task complaint form, I love that. When you're feeling uninspired, how to stay inspired, your top 5 role models, motivational videos, I love that. I watch motivational videos all the time. So she has Mel Robbins on here. I watch Mel Robbins all the time. Michelle Obama was someone that I absolutely love. Oprah Winfrey, yes. Just with this list of people alone, I know that Danny and I would get along because these are all people that I love and look up to. So I love that. Small goal stuff, truth or dare, a pump up mixtape, love that. When you're feeling disorganized, again, the same little setup. I saw this on the TikTok, and this is what convinced me to get this book, to finally just pay the money and get it. Clean by numbers. I freaking love this. I love, I haven't done a clean, not clean, but I haven't done a coloring by numbers in years, since I was a kid, but I used to love them so much. And so when I saw this is what put over the top for me, because I know that I would love to feel the same. So you designate a task to each, or a room or whatever, to each color. She already has bedroom and bathroom. Then there's the list of examples, and then every time you do one of those things, you color in a square. I love this. I know it is probably, to people who don't have ADHD or don't have problems with like getting things done, or somebody who's OCD or likes to clean or whatever, this may seem really stupid to you, but this makes me so excited. And like I said, is the honestly what made me decide to finally go ahead and get it. Especially because we are, if you've been around, you know that we just moved in, or as of today when I'm filming this, we have not yet, but by the time you see this, we'll have moved into a brand new house, and I would like to keep it clean. So this is the perfect time for this. Personal bests, personal records, again, a truth or dare. Fridge overhaul challenge, that is one that I absolutely need. So the disorganized tab is basically my home. This is, I think, what I'm going to need the most, because cleaning is what I have the hardest time with, honestly. Difficulty prioritizing. So you have like tasks and points. I love that, a point system. Labeling things. Kanban board, that is a huge part of the HP90 system with Sarah, so I will already be doing that in the new year with Sarah, so I love that she has that in here. Danny, if you happen to watch this, do you follow Heart Breathings too? Theme weeks, I love that. That's something that I have done and tried in the past. I don't think I've done weeks, but I've done days. I've tried to say like, okay, Mondays I'm gonna write, Tuesdays I'm gonna do all my VA work, Wednesdays I'm gonna, clean and whatever. It hasn't worked for me in the past, but we'll see if Danny can break the code. So discouraged. Vent space, I love that. Draw your feels, love that. Lessons learned. So it's also kind of journaling and like getting those feelings out. I love that too. A to-do list, I have heard of that. I haven't done it. When you're feeling insecure, I never really feel good enough. Amen. Yes, that is a huge one. An insecurity list. Hard to swallow pills. I love that. Stop shooting all over yourself. Yes, somebody else says that. I feel like, I forget who, but somebody else that I watch has said that. Mel Robbins, maybe? Forgive yourself. That's a big one. Seeing the real you. I love that. Small wins. Self-improvement. And then we get to extras. So resources. Patreon supporters. So this is something I would definitely think about joining her Patreon, because that is huge. I would love to support her. And she has a lot of them, which is awesome. Neurodiverse Squad, ADHD. So it looks like she does have a team of people, so that's awesome. Here's a little bit about her, and then last page stuff. So yeah, that's it. And it has a little pen loop also, which I love. So yeah, that is the anti-planner. I am so excited to start working on this. Like I said, we are in the process of moving into our new house now. By the time you guys see this, we will have already moved in. I cannot wait to start using this. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope this helps you. If you get the planner, let me know. Maybe we could do some co-working, body doubling sessions, working on it together. Maybe I can do a live and we can do it together. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching this. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of it. What are the strategies do you use that weren't mentioned in here that you think would be good to add or that I should try? If you haven't already, please subscribe to see all future things, and I will see you in the next one.